PKK as a new rising political and armed forces in the Middle East show that this unfair list must be changed, and PKK must be released as soon as possible from the terrorist list of not only United States but also other states and from the EU list. It was an unfair list because PKK is a force that defends the Kurds, defends the rights of the Kurdish people, and defends the land of the Kurds. Not only the Kurds, but also protecting all other minorities who lived with the Kurds, such as Assyrian, Syrianic people, Armenians, and many other peoples who live with the Kurds in Kurdistan, in their historical land. I'm very happy that in the website of White House, an initiative that launched a petition campaign to remove PKK from the list, terrorist list. If this list reached to maybe 100,000 or more, I'm sure United States government will take an initiative to work on to remove PKK on the terrorist list, which is going to be a new political development in the Middle East, and in that way PKK will be a legal representatives of the Kurds and the Kurdish people, all Middle East. With the crisis of, with the attack of this ISIS, there was an humanitarian crisis, not only in Shangal Mountain but in Mahmur area, and there is also a threat of ISIS over all Kurdistan, and ISIS became such a real threat for Middle East people. That's why not only humanitarian aid will be enough, but also political support to the Kurds, recognition of the Kurdish people, giving a status, international status, according to the international law, must provided for the Kurds. Otherwise, within providing only weapons and some very limited humanitarian aid will not help Kurds and the other peoples who live with the Kurds. In that way, I agree that, and I hope America, United States, and EU and other related forces who they have interest in the Middle East should understand that the Kurds, especially Kurdish movement, which is under the leadership of PKK, has now reached to a very historical moment, and they're protecting all over the Kurdistan. And without giving and recognition of the rights of the Kurds, there will be no peace and stability in the Middle East. And everyone must understand that the Kurds will soon get their rights fully, and will also share these political rights with other peoples who they live with. In that case, I invite Western world to support politically Kurds and to recognize rights of Kurds, and clearly support Kurds, not only by a means of giving them weapons, but really assisting them with through humanitarian aid. So in Rojava, for example, there are 100,000 Shangalese people, AZD people there, and as you know, in Jizra Canton, they have a very, very limited conditions, under this terrible conditions, they could not help and support these people. They need any kinds of support. So I also invite United Nations, I invite Western world and all humanitarian organizations to support Rojava people immediately, and to support SD people, Shangali people there immediately. On the other hand, there are hundreds of thousands of people also in southern Kurdistan. They also expecting humanitarian aid, and some thousands of Shangali people passed through Turkish border. Now they are in North Kurdistan. Perhaps our municipalities and Kurdish people now they're awake and giving them support as they could afford it, but we also need international support, humanitarian support, especially to those who fled from their countries. And when these regions, Shangal and Mahmur and other places of Kurdistan secured, and I think all these people must return back to their homes and to live secure and peacefully in that region.